In a quiet valley, nestled between towering ridges, there lived a young man named Aron. At 24, he had the air of someone much older, his restless mind always racing, echoing with thoughts that refused to settle. Memories he wished to forget returned like unwelcome guests, while worries about futures still unwritten clung to him like shadows. Even in the serene surroundings of the valley, where the gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Aron's inner world felt turbulent and chaotic. Sleep eluded him, slipping through his fingers like sand. The simplest joys had lost their luster, and life unfolded behind a heavy fog he couldn't quite pierce. Each day blended into the next, a monochrome experience devoid of color or meaning. One fateful afternoon, as he wandered through the village, Aron overheard a group of travelers discussing an elderly teacher who lived beyond the northern hills. They spoke of his past in a bustling city, where he had worked with troubled minds, before choosing a life of solitude among the whispering forests and the sighing winds. The travelers shared tales of the old man's unique approach, how he never lectured or offered convoluted advice. Instead, he gifted people with experiences, small yet profound moments that helped them find their understanding. Something about this idea ignited a flicker of hope within Aron. After days of restless thought, he resolved to seek out this mysterious teacher. The journey was arduous, winding through rocky paths, across rushing rivers, and stretching into dense forests where silence reigned like royalty. Each step felt heavy, yet determination propelled him forward. As he finally approached his destination, the air shifted, becoming lighter, more ethereal, as if the land itself was welcoming him home. There, nestled against a grassy slope, stood a small wooden hut. An elderly man, with sun-kissed skin and gentle hands, tended to a patch of vibrant plants. He moved with a slow grace, unhurried and at peace, as if he had been expecting Aron long before he arrived. When their eyes finally met, the old man's expression revealed no surprise, only a deep, quiet attention that made Aron feel seen at last. "My thoughts never stop," Aron confessed, his voice tinged with exhaustion. "I feel trapped inside my own mind. I came because I don't know how to fix it." The old man listened, allowing the words to settle in the air between them without interruption. After a moment, he nodded, acknowledging Aron's struggle. "I won't explain anything today," he said, his voice calm and soothing. "But I will ask you to do something." With that, he handed Aron a small clay bowl filled with oil, a single leaf floating delicately on its surface. "Walk through the village and return here," he instructed. "Keep this steady. Not a drop should spill, and don't let the leaf sink." Confusion flickered across Aron's face, but he nodded in agreement, the weight of expectation heavy in the air. As he began his walk, his focus narrowed solely on the bowl. Each step transformed into a careful, deliberate action, the world around him bustling with life, voices, footsteps, rustling animals, and the whisper of the wind. Yet, as he concentrated on maintaining the fragile balance in his hands, the chaos of the village faded into a distant hum. Time twisted strangely, moments stretched and contracted, each one laden with new awareness. When he finally returned to the hut, the old man assessed the bowl with a small, approving nod. "Good," he said. "Tell me, what did you notice on your way?" he inquired, his eyes probing. Aron paused, grappling with his thoughts. "I don't know," he admitted, a hint of frustration creeping in. "I was focused on not spilling anything." The old man gently took the bowl from him and set it down on a nearby stone. "That focus you had," he said softly, "is something your mind already knows how to do. When it settles on one moment fully, everything unnecessary fades away on its own. Not because the world disappears, but because your attention stops scattering." Aron remained silent, absorbing the weight of those words. The old man continued. "Your thoughts feel heavy because they are everywhere at once. Past, future, fear, regret. But when attention becomes simple, even for a short time, the mind stops pulling you in so many directions." A gentle breeze stirred the grass, rustling silently between them as they sat in contemplation. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, Aron noticed a stillness enveloping the moment, not empty nor loud, but wholly present. In that tranquil space, clarity dawned upon him like the first rays of sunrise breaking through the fog. Peace was not a distant goal he had to chase. It was a quiet state, arising whenever he managed to still the chaotic noise within. When he finally turned to leave, the sun dipped low, casting long shadows across the valley. Though his life remained unchanged on the surface, something profound had shifted within him. Not into perfection, but into a newfound clarity. He walked back with the same mind he had always carried, but it no longer felt like a prison from which he couldn't escape.